The travel industry's reacted angrily to the government's latest travel list advice, with Portugal moving from green to amber. Alison is the spokesperson for ANTOR, the Association of National Tourist Offices, which represents British tourist organisations that offer holidays and trips abroad. She joins us now. Good morning to you. Good morning, Alison. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great, I can hear you too. So, first of all, how have your members reacted to the government's announcement yesterday?
Well, our members are very surprised and disappointed. Primarily, we were hoping that more countries would be joining the green list rather than leaving the green list. Countries such as Spain and Italy, Greece, are all open to travel from the UK, and these are major destinations for holidays. And it's shocking, to be frank. It's shocking.
Do you understand the rationale behind it? There is a variant that the government is watching very closely that is, gaining pace in Portugal. Clearly, the government has to be very concerned to protect the gains that we've made after so much sacrifice. Do you understand the rationale behind it?
Oh, absolutely, and protecting everybody's health is absolutely essential and should be the main priority. Unfortunately, Portugal's figures don't seem to uh, match what is being said, and Portugal considers themselves to be safe and open at the moment. So we're getting conflicting information, really. Um, but it's also people's well-being as much as their health, and holidays that play a very large part in consumers' well-being. And there was an awful lot of optimism that people could travel potentially in July and August this year, and that's now being put back. And there's the confusion and anxiety that this causes, and loss of confidence in travellers that means that they will probably now not travel in July and August, or not even be able to. And there's also the fact that hundreds of thousands of jobs are put on hold or being lost as the industry is faced with another blow like this.
How difficult is it for the industry to function when advice can change so quickly?
High on impossible, really. I mean, I was listening to somebody on the radio this morning saying that they're in Portugal. They want to get back on Saturday because then they don't have to quarantine because they have a job that they need to be at. But they can't get a PCR test in time to travel tomorrow. So it's travel agents and tour operators are having to now turn around, try and get people home early, and also recancel or postpone all the different holidays that had been booked over the summer, and that means they won't make any money, and they'll be losing money. So it's very, very difficult to react within about 72 to 100 hours.
Do you think the industry will be able to survive this summer?
Parts of the industry won't, no.
And what do you think the government should be doing to try and help those parts of the industry?
Well, the government will need to continue to subsidise the industry if they want if they want the industry to survive. And we appreciate completely the fact that government is concerned about people's health, but we don't understand the process, and the process isn't being explained, and the methodology isn't really being disclosed. Therefore, we can't help um, uh, in advance or really relate to what's going on as well as we would like to. The next review is on the 28th of June, and for people going on holiday in July, the 28th of June is just too late to start booking a, a family holiday. So basically, what the government is doing is saying that everybody needs to stay at home for the July and August period, which is a big blow to the industry. Um, However, there is half term in October. There is, perhaps people will be able to travel from August onwards, and we have to be optimistic. It's just very difficult to plan ahead of time.
Alison, are there clear guidelines or a clear understanding from the Association of National Tourist Offices of what happens when people don't want to travel, but they're still allowed to travel? And what happens to people's refunds or their tickets? Is there clear guidance of what companies should be doing?
Yes, there are guidelines within the industry. That's not relating to the to ANTOR specifically, but the APTA has the Association of British Travel Agents and Tour Operators has a very strict policy about refunds and cancellations. So every time somebody books a holiday, they can make sure that they know what their terms are for the refunds or cancellation policies.
But is it putting businesses in a very difficult situation when actually the guidance is you can go, but we'd rather you didn't go? Because that's actually, amber countries are exactly that. Yes, you can go, but the government advises you not to. So where does that leave a consumer, for example, who says, well, I've booked a holiday in an amber list country. I don't think I should be going, but technically I can go? Because isn't the operator then fully entitled to say, well, look, you're still being allowed to go, you're choosing not to go, and therefore we're not going to refund you?
Yes, it leaves the consumer very confused and concerned about what to do. And I understand what you're saying. I can't speak on behalf of the tour operators and travel agents. What I can say is that if you do travel to an amber country, you will incur the cost of 3 different PCR tests on top of your holiday, and you do have to have a 10-day self isolation when you come back. And I agree, it's very confusing that the government is saying you can technically go if you want to, but we recommend you don't, because that doesn't help